Informal Car Reviews, the 2022 Volkswagen Atlas. The Volkswagen Atlas is a really nice car, a beautiful car, an SUV, and quite luxurious. When you enter the vehicle, you are greeted by the Volkswagen logo, that graphic, and it tells you a couple of things on the gauge cluster. One of the things I like the most is the amount of storage space in this car. So there's all sorts of compartments, and like the doors have plenty of space for a water bottle and then some. And then you have just as large a space here on the driver's side door. We'll get to the rear doors in just a sec. This here is hollow, and yeah, you get a really good grip on the door. Some cars have it solid at the bottom, so you could actually store change or some other things in here. So I mean, I could go either way. It feels really good and sturdy, so that's a plus. Yeah, you can't store anything there, but at least you have tons of space in the door itself. Another thing to love about this car is that all the windows are automatic, so watch. And then the rear ones. And of course, in the up function, and the front. The visors, both on the driver's side and the passenger side, have a mirror and a light that turns on when you open the mirror. In the center console area, you have two full-size cup holders, and here you have plenty of space to put your phone and anything else you might want to fit there. The center console itself is huge, the amount of storage space, so I could like put my hand in there for reference. You could see. Glove box, obviously, something that every car should have. And yeah, it's got a fairly good amount of space. The second row is really roomy. I mean, yeah, that's plenty of room for any full-sized adult. And these are pilot seats. I don't know if it comes with a bench option. However, back to the amount of storage space, yes, there's plenty of space. You could put, bags and luggage and whatever here, plenty of leg room. Put stuff under the seats if you really wanted to. And the back doors also have tons of space here that you could put a cup, a bottle, whatever you want to fit in here. And this is something that I don't really see often in cars. There's another space here which is perfect for a cell phone or anything like that, and both rear doors have that. Another thing to point out while at the rear doors is that they have these blinds or screens, so you get that in there like that, and there you go. Protection from the sun, if it snooze better, privacy, lots of uses for that. And to take it off, you just go like this. Certainly a little bit more roomy in the back than my Highlander. Look at this, the 3 rows. I folded in this seat here. But yeah, pilot seats in the second row, very roomy seats in the third row, plenty of space. I mean, look, how many cars offer you this much legroom in the third row? That is super, ultra comfortable. And the cup holders and the other compartment on the side. So, yes, that is a luxurious amount of space. Also, while sitting in the rear seats, the lights on the side can be turned on and off individually by the passengers. Same thing here when you're back in the third row. There's these light controls. And that's right there in the third row. Right now I have it folded, but if the seats were up, then there could be passengers here making use of those lights. Moving on to the back, to the trunk area, cargo area. yeah, so I have that seat folded. I'll show you what it'll look like if I fold this one forward. You pull that, the red thing pops out, then you push it forward. Get that down there, and you have tons of space here. You could also fold the front seats and have even more space that way. You could, I don't know, pretty much fit a large TV, small couch, you know, unlimited options as far as small furniture that you could fit back here, or transporting plenty of cargo, boxes, what have you. So I was wondering why this box is so heavy and what sits in there. That's actually a tow hitch. An official Volkswagen tow hitch. Wow. And this thing is heavy. I would say at least 10 pounds, but yeah, it's heavy because it's sturdy. Yeah, that lives there, and the box goes there. I'll show you that in a sec. But while we're here, I just want to show that the tow hitch goes in the receiver that comes with the car. The electrical for that is right here. And there's also an official Volkswagen hitch plug. So yeah, that sits right in there on the side, and there's still plenty of room to put more things here, and on top of it in that area of the trunk. And then on this side is the roadside assistance kit, and that sits in here. Once again, there's plenty of space behind it for more things that you could stack in there. And then under here is a bunch more little compartments. Yeah, the spare tire is on the underside of the car. There's the scissor jack, and was that little screwdriver. So everything you need for repairs, replacing a tire, etc. 12-volt outlet, that's on the left side in the back. For the third row, you have these smaller cup holders here, a compartment on the side, 2 USB-C ports, and this compartment here. And then on the other side, you have the same size cup holders, a smaller compartment here. But yeah, that's still a lot, impressively a lot. Vents. To fold the second row seats down, you have to come from the back or the side and pull this thing right here, and then the seat will fold down. Just make sure that you go underneath and pull the lever to push the seat all the way back. Otherwise the headrest will bump into the back of the driver's seat in this case, or the front passenger seat in that case. But yeah, once you have it down like this, and you could lower that one as well, you have tons of space here. I mean, just look at it. And then to raise the seat, you pull on that again. Now, it's got another feature, which is this. So you're going to see that pop out. You lift that there, and this will simply tuck it forward so that somebody could get in and sit in the third row seating or whatever, or you could just move it out of the way like that. And then to raise the third row seat, in this case I could just pull it up by this strap here. And it's locked into place. And similarly for the right side, pull this strap and it's locked into place. As far as storage space, last but not least is this thing up here on top of the dash. This is so useful. You could store your cell phone here, a book, a road map, I mean food, you name it. So this is really handy. The car has forward sensors. I'm driving forward. And the sound comes from there. See that? Now let's go outside and look what that is out there. Caution, engine's running. We open the door while the engine's running. Yeah, that's fine. It's got all these, sensors and warnings that help you. So yeah, there is a curb right here, and it does not want you to go any further. Now, let's put it in reverse. See the good quality of the backup camera? That beep was because I still had the curb in the front of the car. And so now we're gonna move backward, and you're gonna see what sounds and warnings come up when getting too close to what's behind you. Okay. Alright, that's enough. Put it into drive, and let's get out of here. Now, if you go up to a certain speed, the backup cam will turn off. So I gave it a pretty hard press on the gas pedal, accelerated, and the backup camera turned off. This car is a very pleasant car to drive. The steering wheel is really smooth. The acceleration and deceleration is also super smooth. It has a very luxurious feel to it. To enable cruise control, you first have to make sure that it's enabled, and that's this button here to toggle it. And you can see that something appears right there. It's like the road, that represents the road. And so if you press that again, it says ACC deactivated, right? So when you press this, the car will actually remember it and keep that setting on even when you turn off the car and use it another time. And then all you have to do is, whenever you need cruise control, you just press the set button. So watch, set, and it'll be set to the current speed. That's by pressing the set button. And then from there, you don't use set and reset to change the speed up or down, increment or decrement. What you do is press the plus or minus button. So watch here, I'm going to press the plus, and you see the little white marker move up. Likewise, if I press down, you see the little white marker go down. So that's red, you're above the marker. And then if I just hold it down, it'll jump by like 5 at a time, and that area is green. So as it goes through and gets you up to speed, it's gonna get you to your target by covering the green, and it'll turn blue, that area. Now I am approaching a truck that's in front of me, and the cruise control is adaptive. So that's the next thing I'm going to talk about, and that's this button right here. So watch, see that little car picture right there? If I press this button now, it's going to change the following distance. It's going to become longer, farther. So that's how far I am now. And if I press it again, toggle through it until I get to the shortest distance. So it's probably going to catch up now then. So that's a shorter following distance. To cancel cruise control, you could of course just tap on the brake pedal, or you could press this button once and watch what happens. It's off, but then you can press resume and it's back. So I'll demonstrate again. This button and then resume, so it appears right back. So that, and we're climbing up through the green to the target, but of course the following distance with the car in front of me. And for some reason in the menu option here, there is cruise control or ACC, which which is adaptive cruise control, and the checkbox for front assist is checked off. Okay, but why would you not want adaptive cruise control? In my best estimation, it is an advantage over regular cruise control in every way you could think of. Like, it's just, you know, an extra layer of protection, and it'll still go how fast you want it to go, you know. So yeah, anyway, the way you change that is using the right side of the steering wheel, actually up, down. Let's see here, you go to that menu there and you press OK. Adaptive cruise control. Okay, so now when you resume, hit resume, there it is, it's keeping the distance. See that? What I don't like is that there's no steering assist, and I don't know why. You know, like, the car has adaptive cruise control, it's luxurious, it's got all these features, but it doesn't have the steering assist that keeps your car in the lane, or at least slightly assists your steering wheel to keep your car in the lane so it doesn't drift off into, you know, the shoulder or into oncoming traffic. So that's kind of surprising to me. Maybe it's an option in other trims of this vehicle, but in this particular one here, to my knowledge, it does not exist. The rear view mirror is really high quality. You see the image and the reflection really sharp. Speaking of warning systems and features of this car, it is giving me this notification, please switch on the lights. So it is approaching sunset right now where I'm driving, and indeed I should be turning on the lights pretty soon. So it's kind of nice that the car gives you that notification instead of displaying the speed there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead here and turn on the lights, and now it shows me the speedometer once again in the middle, in addition to the one on the right. So yeah, it kind of puts that message in your face for your own safety. Switch it into off-road, and let's go. Well, now that it's raining, it's a good time to go over the wiper controls. So, you know, if you pull it to you, it's gonna do the spray and wipe. Then if you push it one time down, that's one quick wipe. Pushing it one time up, it'll stay up, and then from there the speed settings are this knob over here: faster towards the big droplet and slower speed towards the smaller droplet that is to the left. So right for faster, left for slower, and then of course if you keep pushing it up, it'll go to the fastest mode. It's also worth noting that as soon as you put it into reverse, it's going to activate the rear wiper at least once. So that's a neat feature to help you see when you're backing up, even though you do have your backup cam. Now that it's dark in the car, let's check out some of the lights. So, starting with the dome lights up here. That's nice. Now the rear light, let's see. So that illuminates the lights on the side of the second row in the car. And then to turn it off, you just press that again. And on a beautiful sunny day, it is the perfect time to test out this moonroof. So, let's see here. Takes a little while, but then again, it is big and beautiful. So look at that. Amazing. So that was the shade pulling back. Reveals this huge view that you get of the sky. That is just so beautiful. And now for the actual roof controls, that's this here. Let's see. Pulling it back, it does that. It's a huge amount of space. Look at that. Huge amount of space. This net pops up. It's good. And now to get it back down, that would be pushing this forward. Let's watch the action from this side now. Yeah, that is really good. And to close the shade, now one thing that I really do not like about this car, and that is that it has only USB-C ports. As you can see, these are USB-C ports, and I had to stick in a adapter, a regular USB adapter into the 12-volt socket here in order to connect my phone to power. And in the center console, there is a USB-C port, but there is no regular USB port anyway, so, which is kind of strange considering that, you know, a lot of people still have plenty of devices that use a regular USB connector rather than a USB-C. So either bring a car charger like that or bring a USB-C to regular USB converter. The fuel hatch is located on the right side of the car and does not have a lock. Interestingly enough, it can run on 87 octane, so that's nice. The cheaper fuel.